Bhagavad Gita as it is, Chapter 6, Text 11 to 12. Shuchau deshe pratishtapya stiram asanamatmanaha natyuchritam nati nicham chailajina kushottaram tatraikagram manah kritva yatachittendriya kriyaha upavishyasane yunjyad yogamatma vishuddhaye. Synonyms: Shuchau, in sanctified; deshe, in the land; pratishtapya, placing; stiram, firm; asanam, seat; atmanaha, self-dependent; na, not; ati, too; uchritam, high; na, nor; ati, too; nicham, low; chaila ajina, soft cloth and deer skin; kushottaram, kusha grass; tatra, thereupon; ekagram, one attention; manaha, mind; kritva, doing so; yata chitta, controlling the mind; indriya, senses; kriyaha, activities; upavishya, sitting on; asane, on the seat; yunjyat, execute; yogam, yoga practice; atma, heart; vishuddhaye, for clarifying. Translation: To practice yoga, one should go to a secluded place and should lay kusha grass on the ground and then cover it with a deer skin and a soft cloth. The seat should neither be too high nor too low and should be situated in a sacred place. The yogi should then sit on it very firmly and should practice yoga by controlling the mind and the senses, purifying the heart and fixing the mind on one point. Purport: Sacred place refers to places of pilgrimage. In India, the yogis, the transcendentalists, or the devotees all leave home and reside in sacred places such as Prayag, Mathura, Vrindavana, Rishikesha, and Haridwar, and in solitude practice yoga where the sacred rivers like the Yamuna and the Ganges flow. But often this is not possible, especially for Westerners. The so-called yoga societies in big cities may be successful in earning material benefit, but they are not at all suitable for the actual practice of yoga. One who is not self-controlled and whose mind is not undisturbed cannot practice meditation. Therefore, in the Brihan-Naradiya Purana, it is said that in the Kali Yuga, the present Yuga or age, when people in general are short-lived, slow in spiritual realization, and always disturbed by various anxieties, the best means of spiritual realization is chanting the holy name of the Lord. Harer Nama, Harer Nama, Harer Nameva Kevalam, Kalau Nastyeva, Nastyeva, Nastyeva Gatiranyatha. In this age of quarrel and hypocrisy, the only means of deliverance is chanting the holy name of the Lord. There is no other way, there is no other way, there is no other way. Text 13 to 14. Samam kaya shiro grivam dharayannachalam stiraha samprekshya nasikagram swam dishaschanavalokayan prashantatma vigatabhir brahmachari vrate stitaha manah samyamya matchitto Yukta asita matparaha. Synonyms: Samam, straight. Kaya shiraha, body and head. Grivam, neck. Dharayan, holding. Achalam, unmoved. Stiraha, still. Samprekshya, looking. Nasika, nose. Agram, tip. Swam, own. Dishaha, all sides. Cha, also. Anavalokayan, not seeing. Prashanta, unagitated. Atma, mind. Vigata bhihi, devoid of fear. Brahmachari vrate, in the vow of celibacy. Stitaha, situated. Manaha, mind. Samyamya, completely subdued. Mat, unto me, Krishna. Chittaha, concentrated. Yuktaha, actual yogi. Asita, being so. Mat, unto me. Paraha, ultimate goal. Translation: One should hold one's body, neck and head erect in a straight line and stare steadily at the tip of the nose. Thus, with an unagitated, subdued mind, devoid of fear, completely free from sex life, one should meditate upon me within the heart and make me the ultimate goal of life. Purport: The goal of life is to know Krishna, who is situated within the heart of every living being as Paramatma, the four-handed Vishnu form. The yoga process is practiced in order to discover and see this localized form of Vishnu and not for any other purpose. The localized Vishnu Murti is the plenary representation of Krishna dwelling within one's heart. One who has no program to realize this Vishnu Murti is uselessly engaged in mock yoga practice and is certainly wasting his time. Krishna is the ultimate goal of life, and the Vishnu Murti situated in one's heart is the object of yoga practice. To realize this Vishnu Murti within the heart, one has to observe complete abstinence from sex life. Therefore, one has to leave home and live alone in a secluded place, remaining seated as mentioned above. One cannot enjoy sex life daily at home or elsewhere and attend a so-called yoga class and thus become a yogi. One has to practice controlling the mind and avoiding all kinds of sense gratification, of which sex life is the chief. In the rules of celibacy written by the great sage Yajnavalkya, it is said, Karmana manasa vacha sarva vastasu sarvada sarvatra maituna tyago brahmacharyam prachakshate. The vow of brahmacharya is meant to help one completely abstain from sex indulgence in work, words, and mind at all times, under all circumstances, and in all places. No one can perform correct yoga practice through sex indulgence. Brahmacharya is taught, therefore, from childhood when one has no knowledge of sex life. Children at the age of 5 are sent to the Gurukula or the place of the spiritual master, and the master trains the young boys in the strict discipline of becoming brahmacharis. Without such practice, no one can make advancement in any yoga, whether it be dhyana, jnana or bhakti. One who, however, follows the rules and regulations of married life, having sexual relationship only with his wife and that also under regulation, is also called brahmachari. Such a restrained householder brahmachari may be accepted in the bhakti school, but the jnana and dhyana schools do not admit even householder brahmacharis. They require complete abstinence without compromise. In the Bhakti school, a householder brahmachari is allowed controlled sex life because the cult of Bhakti Yoga is so powerful that one automatically loses sexual attraction being engaged in the superior service of the Lord. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is said, Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehinaha rasavarjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate. Whereas others are forced to restrain themselves from sense gratification, a devotee of the Lord automatically refrains because of superior taste. Other than the devotee, no one has any information of that superior taste. Vigata bihi. One cannot be fearless unless one is fully in Krishna consciousness. A conditioned soul is fearful due to his perverted memory, his forgetfulness of his eternal relationship with Krishna. The Bhagavatam says, Bhayam dvitiyabhi niveshataha syadishad apetasya viparyayo smritihi. Krishna consciousness is the only basis for fearlessness. Therefore, perfect practice is possible for a person who is Krishna conscious. And since the ultimate goal of yoga practice is to see the Lord within, a Krishna conscious person is already the best of all yogis. The principles of the yoga system mentioned herein are different from those of the popular so-called yoga societies.